You're right over the shoulder. There you go. You're a little high. Right over the top. All right, I'll take what I can get, guys. Woo, look out. Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. All right, some time ago, now it's been a couple of years, we were exposed to the Palmetto State Armory KS-47. And at the time, you know, that particular rifle was a loaner. That was something we just had access to, and we thought we would kind of make a quick video about it. Well, we got a KS-47 of our own, and recently, Chad and I made a video together where we discussed the top 5 guns that are not AKs. So this one's sort of an outlier. Much like the CMMG Mutant, it sort of does kind of blur a few lines, obviously, that you can see the obvious lines that it blurs, but we'll get into that here in a moment. And I definitely would like to thank the folks at Big Daddy Unlimited for supporting our channel. You know, we were able to get this Leupold red dot sight out to put on this particular rifle, and I thought this would be a great pairing for this particular rifle because, you know, these rifles come in at a very attractive and fair price point, especially for an AR-15 that can accept AK mags, and you get into 7.62x39, which is cool. So the gun itself is a great value in terms of what they retail for. And we thought the Leupold red dot sight would go really well. This is out of their Freedom line. Lifetime warranty, and they're US made, and they go through all the stringent testing that all of Leupold's other optics do. So really, really nice optic for a very fair price on Big Daddy. I think these things were like almost a third lower than just about anywhere else in terms of price. So a good red dot sight doesn't have to be expensive. We do have some other budget red dot sights that we're gonna show off on the channel. I've got a really cool primary arms that we're going to show off in a future video, and it's on one of my AKs. You guys are going to love that one. So if you are looking at some budget red dots and stuff, don't overlook the Leupold Freedom because I feel like it's kind of overlooked. Now, it is a larger optic, you know, it does kind of co-witness more for an AR style platform. It's not really something I'd consider a good candidate for like a little PDW or like a pistol caliber carbine or something, but for an AR with the traditional height of scope that you want on an AR, it's perfect for that, and that's kind of what it's really made for. On this particular Leupold optic, they also sell one with adjustable target turrets, and you can actually send in your dope and everything, all of your data on your load, and they can actually cut custom turrets for that particular version of the RDS. Okay, this is the standard RDS, just with the adjustable brightness settings, on and off, real simple, very basic function. Of course, you can zero it, but with the turrets that are on the other optic, you can send in your load data, which is really cool, okay? We're just shooting tool ammo, 122 grain FMJ out of this gun today. You know, our initial exposure to this rifle, in my opinion, was extremely positive. I really liked it. Chad was happy with it. It's just a really neat rifle, and I like the light handling characteristics. It is a very lightweight rifle, so it's great for the field and for carrying around. It does fit drums just fine. So with the nice, generous magazine well right here, it's actually a very kind of open and no bullcrap type of mag well design. So you can fit a wide variety of different magazines into this gun, which I can certainly appreciate. One thing that this rifle doesn't quite have going for it like the Mutant does, the Mutant is, the CMMG Mutant is a very overbuilt rifle, and it has a very, very kind of hybrid AR-10/AR-15 construction, so it gives it a very beefy construction on the bolt, and you have a lot more material on the bolt face. Some people, if you're trying to really chase crazy pressures, or if you're using 7.62x39 bolts in conversion type of ARs where you're, hot rodding loads and things like that, then yeah, you can certainly have the bolts fail, okay? Now, in a 7.62x39 shooting average ammo off the shelf, the AR-15 to 7.62x39 type of bolt conversion in a traditional AR-15 is probably not going to really be a problem, okay? But what I like about the KS-47 and the Mutant over other AR-15s that are chambered in 7.62x39 is the fact that this takes standard AK-47 magazines. As you know, many of us already have an AK, or if you are looking to get into a platform like this and you don't want to have to buy specialized magazines, or, okay, yeah, if an AK is specialized to you because you don't own an AK, this is a handier mag to have laying around than a traditional conversion type of 7.62x39 magazine, which can only be used for that one particular purpose. Not that it's a problem or that they don't work well, but I like the idea of being able to have one type of magazine that I can use in a wide variety of different guns. So that's one thing that it definitely gains some points for there. 5/8x24 thread pitch on the barrel, so you can obviously run any type of muzzle devices, suppressors that you want on this. Because it is a DI system, very, very smooth recoil. It's a little snappy, but still smooth. It is a DI gun, and I would imagine suppressing probably quite nice too. Now, we're running loud today, of course. I'm gonna shoot a little bit more. I'm shooting targets between 50 and 300 yards. These are various gongs from shootsteel.com. The red dot, I am a little bit limited on what I can really make out downrange. I mean, I'm not getting any younger in terms of my eyesight, but I feel that in terms of engaging things out to 300 yards, I'd have no problem doing that with a red dot, even on this 7.62x39. It shoots extremely high the way that it's zeroed, because we do have more of like a military style zero arrangement on this. So it's a 25 yard or so zero, which puts it on pretty good up close. So at up close in personal protection territory in terms of distance, it's dead on the money. And then at long range, it's dead on the money. And I might be a little high between 100 and getting on into 3. So if that makes sense. All right, Magpul Mo P-Mags. Okay, there is no manual bolt hold open and no bolt hold open on the magazine. All right, let's take a few shots.
Where were you aiming at 3 to get on it?
I am dead on, Chad.
Okay, you could probably aim at the bottom of that plate and you'll land dead center.
All right.
Because you're favoring the top end.
All right, let's go for it.
Yep.
All right, 100.
Oh yeah, perfect.
200.
Just over the shoulder. There you go, center mass.
I will be very honest that the shadows down there, I'm having a hard time seeing that target with open sights.
We made it a challenge today.
Oh yeah, it is definitely challenged. Those black targets hiding down there in the shadows, the way they're painted and the way that the sun is coming right now, they are very difficult to see. All right, I can see the 250 yard gong. I'm gonna engage that gong.
Just over the shoulder. Same place. Center mass.
$300.
You're getting pushed off to the right side just a little bit with the wind.
Yeah, that wind.
Click. Not bad.
No, not bad at all. I find that with a red dot, you know, especially for long range shooting, you really want to dial that thing down about as low as you can stand it and still be able to see, because the more you dial up that red dot, the larger it physically kind of appears, and it also has a bit of a haloing effect around it. And at longer range, it can be harder to really discern, you know, different targets, and it sort of obscures what you're looking at in terms of those targets, okay? So that's just something to consider, but I would definitely not feel unprotected with this rifle and this red dot and standard 7.62 by 39 ammunition and 300 yards of hate in front of me to have to protect myself. I love the nice, generous magazine well in this gun, the way it's very open and easy to get to. The way that they actually work, where the magazine locks in on the front tab is actually a nice hardened pin in there. So they use this good pin in there, and the magazine catch itself is super, super intuitive and easy to get to. And of course, you can still, you know, do your AK reloads, you know, where you push forward the magazine and get that out of there and then reload, okay? And that locks in nice and tight. This is a very well thought out rifle. And this one, along with the CMMG Mutant, are certainly very difficult guns to beat. The Mutant is certainly a more expensive rifle, but they both have their place. This gun is light and handy. All right, you ready?
You gonna go for 3?
Yeah, sure.
Sail them in.
I'm shooting with both eyes open on this, Chad.
Yeah.
Working just fine.
Good deal.
And I'll be honest, my eyesight is not as good as it used to be. I'm starting to feel the effects of getting older. Woo, yeah. Man, what a fantastic shooting rifle, man. I mean, now granted, you know, we're running just kind of basic ammo or whatever, but the PMags are doing the job, working really nice there. You know, mil-spec trigger, but you could of course upgrade this trigger if that's something you wanted to do. The beauty of a system like this is that, you know, using a lot of AR-15 components, you can certainly upgrade anything you want in that regard. You know, the way they ship it is very basic, but we do have some Magpul Mo furniture through and throughout with the adjustable stock, which is nice. I do like that on their rail system, they do add the sling points on both sides. Not bad there. It's an M-lock rail, of course. full pick rail on top, which seems to be sort of the standard. And I do like that they helped cut a good bit of the weight by scalloping the rail up here on top. You can see these cuts that they put in there, and that helps cut some of that weight out of there, and while still maintaining a good amount of strength on the rail system. So that's a great rail design there on that. I like that. What a fantastic rifle, man. I just don't know what more I could say. You know, you do have a forward assist. The overall profile and the way that you work the rifle is extremely similar to the way that you work a standard AR-15. This is a great way to have a bit of both worlds. And for what these rifles sell for, I think that they're a fantastic value. And really cool stuff. I mean, everything's intuitive if you're used to running an AR-15. Fire control, forward assist, the charging handle, you know, the way that works. I would like to see maybe a last round bolt hold open, but of course that is very difficult to do with a traditional AK magazine because they typically do not hold the bolt to the rear on any other AK pattern either. So that's probably one of the reasons that they don't do that. But I love the fact that the paddle is nice and generous for the mag release and that you can get to it from all different sides. And it was smart that they kept that down below the trigger guard as well. They could have made that flush, but I see why they didn't, because for reloading purposes, you can get in there and get those mags out really, really easy while still maintaining the fire control hand in place. Okay, if I need to reload, I can still, you know, do what I need to do, right? Get those out of there. You know, so that's very, very intuitive and very easy to use, and it kind of marries a couple of concepts between the AR and the AK that I think people will really be able to appreciate. Definitely hope that you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching today's video. We hope you enjoyed it, and we have many, many, many more on the way, and I cannot say enough how much I appreciate all of our Patreon supporters. Thank you so much for supporting our channel. Those of you who purchase t-shirts, same shameless plug, like this one over on Ballistic Ink. Thank you so much for doing so. Also, check out our man cans. We got some great boxes we've been putting together, so don't be afraid to go over there and check one out. Many more videos on the way. See you soon.